Hello. How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. We've got some good old Geoguessr for you this evening, and I thought this map would be quite fun. Guinness World Records. Each location will be the location where a record was presumably set. I don't know. I only had a look at one. So we've got to try and figure out, obviously, where we are. That'll be the sort of main thing, but also a side challenge in this particular game will be trying to figure out which record that place holds. The one I saw was pretty obvious, but some of them may not be. I don't know, it might be a mixture. I've got a bit of a cold, by the way, I'm sure you can tell. But yeah, let's have a good old play along, shall we? It's been a little while. If you haven't done it before, instructions will be in the description. Give it a go, it's great fun. Thank you to the guy who messaged me recommending this map, and thank you to Century who created it. In fact, no, I'll thank you at the end, because it might be shit. Right, here we go. No moving for a bit of challenge, bit of restriction, and there we go. There's our link. And here's our first round. And we've got a temple. Seems to be Indian looking, but then there's a fair few white people. This guy's got a Utah t-shirt on. This guy's got a maple leaf, Canadian maple leaf, it seems. But we're definitely not in the US. We're definitely not in Utah or Canada. I think it's safe to say. Zooming in here. These look more Indian. So presumably this is quite a touristy site in India. Japanese women. You could just tell. You can just tell by the hats. Can you not? Am I right or wrong? Let me know in the comments. We'll never know, I suppose. Asian tourists. Although, if we're in India, then we are in Asia. Now, this could be useful. This guy, where does he look? He looks like a local guide, but he doesn't look Indian. He looks possibly... well, I'm now thinking, based on his appearance, that we're more likely in Cambodia or Thailand, which would correlate with the trees, these tall palm trees. And yeah, I've never been to either country. I've never been to any of those temples. So yeah, I don't know the difference, basically. So this, I'm now thinking, is probably a temple in Cambodia. Wonder if we can find out from this. I can't tell the difference between the script of Thailand and Cambodia at the best of times, even when it's clear as day on a sign. That's Latin script, so I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just trying to look for a flag or something on his person. He's a policeman, isn't he? Somewhere between a policeman and a Boy Scout. The hat does have the colours of both countries' flags. In terms of the record, this could be the biggest temple in the world, couldn't it? I mean, it's big and square. So if they're counting this structure, even that structure, I mean, even that is huge. So if I was to, put money on it, I'd say biggest temple in the world, or biggest Buddhist temple in the world. But I will make a guess and we'll find out afterwards. And I'm going into Cambodia. Angkor Wat, I think, is a very famous one. We're looking west there. So that would put us... Are you going to let me put the marker down? That might come in useful. That would put us there. But then that carries on straight. So that rules out Angkor Wat. But we've got this one here as well. Terrace of the Elephants. Bayon Temple. So that we could be there. And I can... It's lagging. It is lagging. That's annoying. I can look at the shape of these buildings on there. Look. Because we are going for a perfect score here. And that, to me, adds up. Ooh, I don't know, actually. I don't see this one here. That looks huge though. That looks like a really impressive temple. I just don't see this or this coming out. So I'll have a quick look for another temple and get back to you. Oh, wait a minute. I think I've got confused here. I hadn't zoomed in enough. I actually think we are here. Although I don't see that path there. We've got that one there. And we're actually still inside this whole area. And then there's a moat. So I was looking there. We're actually here, if we are here. And that would make more sense. I think... 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Yeah. I think that one and that one will be those. That one, and that one will be that, and that. And then we've got the two at the back. Yeah, I think we are there. I think that would be very me to disregard this and move on. But luckily I've noticed. Okay, I'm guessing. Boom. 5,000 points, 19 yards. A great start. So yeah, my guess is that this is the biggest... I mean, it says massive temple with an ornate design. I'm going to say that it's the biggest Buddhist temple in the world. But it could be a number of other things. It could be the biggest moat in the world. Although we weren't next to the moat, so that would be a bit silly. Biggest Buddhist temple in the world. That's what I'm saying. And we'll check them all at the end. Right, here we go. This one looks interesting. We're in the Rockies, I would say. Canadian Rockies or... Ooh. No, maybe not. We've actually got registration plates here that haven't been blurred for some reason. Is that the Idaho plate? I've forgotten it all. Idaho, I could believe. It's quite a yellow, sandy, dusty colour down there, indicating plains. I think I might struggle here to get to get both the location and what the hell this is. Some really weird structures here. Look at that, it's like a roof that opens up. That's like Thunderbird shit, that is. Could this be some sort of like space observatory or something? Is it Idaho? I think it is. Let's get in there. You know, it ticks the boxes for huge mountains. Some of the biggest mountains in America, I would say. Are we up towards Canada? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. We could be down here. But my guess is that we are in a really remote spot and this is some sort of observatory. I need to think outside of the box here with these records. It's not just going to be biggest observatory or highest altitude observatory. It could be the site where something happened. Maybe someone performed the longest paper aeroplane throw, you know, over there. So, I don't know, what are these tubes? What the hell are they? Fake snow machine? We're not by a ski slope. Just trying to deduce a few things. Yeah, I need to consider that it was something that happened here, but there's no point trying to guess that, is there? I'll have a little scan. I'll have a little scan through the mountains here. Buffalo Hump. So I've been scanning Idaho now, the mountains of Idaho, looking for somewhere where there's a bit of a plain to the south, mountains to the north, but then more mountains to the south beyond the plain. I don't know, I've been looking for too long probably, but I'm just living in hopes of, you know, Young's Mountain Observatory, basically, or something. Moral Mountain Lookout, Museum. Maybe, yeah. Highest altitude museum in the world. Let's try it. No, there's no way. There's no way we were that far south. That was an Arizona plate. I don't believe we were that far. That is... Okay, well, I think we found out what the... it was an observatory. Large binocular telescope observatory. So we'll say that it's the largest binocular telescope observatory. But the fact that that was in Arizona, southern Arizona, we may have been looking at Mexico in the far distance, is quite shocking and a little bit embarrassing. Because I said it looked sandy, it quite literally was sand. It quite literally was desert down there. Obviously, it was the winter. Well, it had to be. It had to be. Third round. Oh, wow. Okay, shit. That looks pretty scary. Straight away, I'm thinking Japan based on this building. Oh, and that mountain, yeah. That could easily be Mount Fuji. This building as well reminded me of Japan. Let's just have a little look around. Oh. Oh, yeah. Food Stadium? Good Stadium? Dude? Stadium of the Dudes? Are we recording? We are. But yeah, there's the Japanese script. Information. They've just got it in English as well. That's cool. Yeah, this is our spectacle, isn't it? I'm just looking at the rest of the roller coaster. Looks like quite a new one. Just in case there could be anything else about it, like most twists and turns. It's not the longest, it's not the tallest. The newest isn't going to be a record. So I think we're looking at this. Yeah, most inverted drop on a roller coaster, I would say. Look how it goes out at a 45-degree angle and then just... So you'd basically... It would look like you're going off a cliff. You're not going to see any of the track. And then it comes in. Yeah, you'd have like G-force lurching you forward out of the... Oh. And then down you go, very relieved. So, if that's Mount Fuji, let's set to work. That's south. So that's kind of southwest a bit. Let's get to work trying to find this place. There's Mount Fuji. Forest Adventure, Fuji. Yeah, we could be here. But Forest Adventure doesn't sound particularly suitable. Subaru Land. No, it's too far away anyway. Is it? No, maybe not. No, I'm going to go a bit further north though. Yeah, and then the other way, do we have mountains? Can't see. We got a Ferris wheel there. Ooh, are they mountains? Yeah, I think they're mountains just through that one little window. So, is this it? Fujio Highland. Thomas Land. Oh my god, it's like Drayton Manor. Yeah, this is a good theme park here. So, mini Mount Fuji Peak. Oh my god. So they're making a big thing out of Mount Fuji. That's not the mini one, is it? Food Stadium. It was the Food Stadium. Great. So we will be there, won't we? We're looking south. It's on our left. Yeah. That's where we are. And this is the Takabisha. Is that what it's called? Let's find out. Yeah. Poof. 4 yards this time. 5,000 points. We got a terrible score on the last round. And did I actually declare what... Shit, I didn't, did I? But I never would have got binocular observatory, so it doesn't really matter. I said observatory, so I can be proud of that, but I was never going to be correct. Yeah, in that case then, I should make my guess for the record before I make my guess, geographically, in case it gives it away. So for this one, it hasn't given it away, luckily. And I'm going to say what I said before, the steepest inverted, most severely inverted drop. You know what I mean. But that's a great perfect score. And on this one, it looks like we might be in Europe for a change. Plesso di Farmacia. Is that Spanish or Italian? Let's have a look. Scienze. Pretty sure that's Italian. Yeah, Scienze. Fisica. So this feels like Italy, northern Italy, and in the Po Valley, I would say, because it's really flat. The Po Valley being, I don't know if that's the correct term, the Po Plains, the Po. Somewhere near Milan, maybe. Not a million miles away. So what's this? Biggest hospital? Plesso di Farmacia. I've just considered... Oh, we've got some snow there. That's strange. I've just considered, again... Sorry, I'm not thinking this through properly. But in the last round, it may not be just the physical structure of the roller coaster. It might be that some nutcase went on that roller coaster 100 times and broke a record. Could be that. So, but I've made my guess. Is it the only cycle path in Italy? That's not really a world record. Roundest bush? Maybe in the world? No, I think it's round. It's good, but I think I've seen better. Most hilarious car? Longest standing mound of snow? Been there since 1994? No, I'm clutching at straws, I think. So, in all seriousness, it's probably the hospital, Plesso di Farmacia. What kind of accolade could a hospital have apart from being the biggest or most lives saved in a day? Yeah, let's go for that. And we'll try and find it, and we'll say that we're pretty far north, I think it's fair to say. Could be Turin or Milan. That's a big building over there as well. I think we're by quite a major river, by the way, because we've got that. So I'm gonna... Yeah, maybe it is Turin. No, it's too mountainous up there in Turin. Maybe we're at Piacenza. It's not necessarily the Po that bridge spans, of course, but I think it's quite likely to be. Cremona? We're looking east, northeast. That. So we're on the south side of the river. So Piacenza would match up, but I can't find a huge university there. There's a Burger King there, so I'll go there. This isn't right. But it's as good a guess as any. Oh, Parma. Not too far away. That's a good, it's a good score, 4799. Now let's have a look at this. Is that the bridge? It doesn't matter. This is the University degli Studi di Parma Parco area. Could that be the biggest university campus? No, I don't think so, because... Oh, that is big actually. Carries on down here. I just think there'll be a bigger one in America. Gotta be. So, I said I'd make my guess. I did, didn't I? Most lives saved, but it's not a hospital. It's a university. So I'm going to change my answer because it hasn't given it away. Flattest university. That's ridiculous. Oh, screw it. I've got nothing better. No, I'll go biggest university campus. I'm going to be boring. Biggest university campus in the world. That's my guess. It's pretty damn big. And the final round on this game, maybe I'll play this again. Let me know in the comments if you want to see it again. And I think this might be an easy one in terms of the record. Maybe not the geography. Now let's try and get some perspective here. How tall is that? It's quite hard to tell. It's obviously very big. But if I could see some people up there. Is that a person there? Because if so, that is like... No. I want to see a person up there. No, I think they are people, because that's a barrier. That's people, and then that's some sort of speaker or something, or a floodlight. Are you getting that? Are you appreciating that? If again, let me know in the comments once more if you think that's a person, because if so, then that is well over 100 meters tall. I would say. Jesus. As incredible as that is, I've got to move. My mind is burning the question, where is this? I thought that they'd built something like this in China. But looking around, I don't see too many Chinese people. I see mainly Indian people. Not seeing a great number of Chinese people, but... Oh, and that's a big dam over there, is it? Quite tropical. Again, Statue of Unity. Where the hell is this? I guess India, if we're going on these people. Like, yeah, it could be Bangladesh or Sri Lanka, but I very much doubt they'd be erecting something like that. Money, even just because of money. So this is India? I just didn't think the tallest statue in the world was in India. And he doesn't really... The statue himself looks... Maybe it's a weird angle, but that looks weird. Looks like Voldemort from this angle. It's a bad angle. Sorry, sir. Statue of Unity. It's in English. If we're in China, it wouldn't be in English, would it? You know, over there as well. There'd be an English version, maybe. So, on this final round, I'm definitely saying biggest statue in the world, tallest statue in the world. But where this is, well, I'm not expecting a particularly great score. We're on a river. We're in mountains. I've got an idea. Statue of Unity. Who are we uniting? Perhaps the Pakistanis and the Indians around areas such as Amritsar. No, that's too flat, but maybe a bit further north. We've got rivers, we've got mountains. Punjab and Himachal Pradesh. Maybe, just maybe, we find our statue here. This would be a great way to end this video on a high. We've got a dam here. Let's have a look at... What direction is the dam? That's east from where we are. That would put us over here. I'll move on. But I do have a good feeling about this part of the world, this part of the country. I guess the question is, how well is it going to show up on the map? The further north we go, I'm not so sure, because you really are getting into the Himalayas there. Jesus, that goes up so far. What the hell? What country is this? Is that still Pakistan? So many dotted lines. God, that's confusing. How big are the mountains? No, hang on a minute. We can't be that far north, Tom. Look at the palm trees, you tit. What about a bit further south? No, it's flat there. Because any mountains up there are going to be... Don't think it's going to look like that. Not going to be that warm. Ooh, cat among the pigeons here. What about if we head over to Bangladesh? But that's not mountainous, is it? I'm a bit stuck. Can't be Bangladesh. So, I don't know. Balls to it. I'm just going to have to go in the middle of India, a bit further south. Maybe they're uniting the round squigglers and the straight liners. My clan. I'll go here then. Reluctantly. Because, or do I just go up here? I just don't think it's, I don't think it looks right climate-wise. But maybe I'll click up here. The score's gone. Because it'll be annoying if I'm wrong. So, I'll go here. Don't see the statue anywhere. But biggest statue in the world. And that's where I'll go. Yeah, there we go. Further south in India. That's where it is. I never would have found that. There it is, Statue of Unity. Sorry about the lag that I've had today. I think my internet's been playing up. Cheers, Virgin. And looking at that, yeah, we do. We do have 2 different languages. We've got the flatliners, again. And these ones, That's an interest. I've never really given that one much thought, but that's very different to anything else in India. Let me know in the comments, and yeah, let me know as well if I've got anything cataclysmically wrong and offended a whole nation. More importantly, let me know if you enjoyed that and if you want to see that again. And if you did like the video as well. I enjoyed that. That was a good old little play along video. Let me know how you got on. 18,542. That's the score to beat. Well done if you beat that. Well done if you got that Arizona one. That is... I still can't get over just how far south that was. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you all very soon. It might be another geodetective that graces your screens next. But no, we're not done yet, because we need to check if I was right about my predictions. I promise I didn't totally forget about that for 3 hours. So I have opened up all the Wikipedia pages for all 5 of those locations, but I refrained from reading anything. So apart from the Statue of Unity, the first thing it said was tallest statue in the world, but we knew that. So starting then with Angkor Wat, the Guinness World Record considers it as the largest religious structure in the world, originally constructed as a Hindu temple. No way. I just didn't know that Hinduism spread that far east. I don't know anything about it. Very little. So it wasn't Buddhist, but it was gradually transformed into a Buddhist temple. So, in a way, I was probably right that it was at some point the largest Buddhist temple in the world, but as far as the Guinness World Record goes, it's the largest religious structure, because I guess technically it is one. Next one was Mount Graham International Observatory, and we suspected, based on what it said, that it might have been the biggest binocular telescope. Okay, not getting official confirmation that it's the biggest in the world, but it must be. Or it must have been at the time that that map was made. Unless someone did throw a paper aeroplane from that. I don't know. Takabisha. It's famous for having a drop angle of 121 angle, the former steepest coaster in the world, before being replaced by something in New Jersey. So I was right. University of Parma, it's got 26,000 students. Doesn't say anything. It could be the oldest. No. Bologna is the oldest university, then Oxford. 3.5 million students in India. I think just about takes that one. Berry College in Georgia has the largest campus, so I don't know. No, I'm not finding anything, so I'm going to have to rely on you to tell me what is so record-breaking about the University of Parma. And if there isn't, what happened there? What happened at that exact spot that got into the Guinness World Records? Let me know. Finally, Statue of Unity is the world's tallest statue. 182 meters. Oh my God, that is tall. Well, there you have it. Correct on a couple. Not so correct on a couple more. Let's do this again. See you there. No, this really is the end.